Good morning. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Dana, how you doing? Hopefully you're feeling better. Ah, goody. Always love when people park where they shouldn't be parking. It's not a difficult task. Simply not park where you're not supposed to park. I mean, in the Columbia River Gorge, 60 miles from home. Excellent, excellent. So 60 miles, you're near the dam, right? Janet A., good morning. We are at about 21 degrees here in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
First right onto 43rd Street South.
We got 176 miles to Fargo. So we're going to at about 70 miles, 71 miles or so. We're going to stop.
Turn at the first left onto the Great River Road.
We're going to make a little pit stop, another quick load check because that's a little bit further. That's a little bit further than we are actually allowed to go. 150 miles or 3 hours, I have to do another load check. That's the regulations. So we're going to stop at 71 miles. That'll leave about 105, roughly. Well, oh, you're at the Hood River, okay. Well, I don't put it down to a question of training. I put it down to it's not about being trained not to be a knucklehead. You know, if you are selfish enough just to park wherever the hell you please, no training is going to get rid of that. Because new drivers, super truckers, old drivers, everybody does it. It's like, that's not a parking spot. Just don't park there. It's easy. It's simple. It's called courtesy in my eyes.
Turn at the first right onto I-94 west toward Alexandria.
Towards Alexandria. Mr. Ross Roams, how is beautiful London, England today? We are, like I said, St. Cloud, Minnesota, which the town is actually basically directly in front of us, but they consider this store St. Cloud as well. But in a little over an hour, we're going to stop and do another quick load check. Alrighty, nice. Got a little snow as well. Beautiful. One would think as far north as Britain, the United Kingdom is, you guys would have more snow, but the way the winds and the water flow, usually have a little bit less than we do. Alright, so like I said, we got about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. To Fargo, North Dakota. But the clouds are south of us, so we had a little bit of that this morning. We had down in Albert Lea, Minnesota, where we got to yesterday. We got about 3.5 to 4 inches of snow, which prevented me from driving. Prevented me from driving the rest of the evening up here to Fargo. But we'll do it today. About half a day's drive from Albert Lea to Fargo. We'll sit around the rest of the day. We are doing a live stream tonight for dinner, so hopefully everybody can join me. And then tomorrow morning we get to go about an hour further north and west up to Galesburg, North Dakota. We're going to deliver this tractor finally. Then we're heading over into Minnesota again to grab a 12-foot wide trailer. We're taking out to Washington State. Roads are good. The skies are now clear for me for the rest of the day, I think. It looks good and clear to the west and to the north, so I think we should be just fine for the rest of the day. So unfortunately, we are several days behind with this load because of a broken airbag on our trailer. We didn't have all of our airbags working properly. And unfortunately, I had to wait until Thursday this past week to actually get fixed. And it wasn't until the afternoon that I actually left out of there, which was not any kind of ideal. But it is what it is, and we're just gonna say, hey, nothing I can do about it, and just move on from there. said, we are heading up here to Alexandria, Minnesota. So just about an hour northwest. And then, like I said, we got roughly 100 miles, a little over 100 miles from Alexandria to Fargo, North Dakota, where we will spend the rest of the night. And then get our delivery done first thing in the morning. Then head over, grab our other pickup, our next load, and start heading our way out to Washington State. Ross, I am using the iPhone 12 Pro. I mean, everybody's been saying it's been pretty decent. So until I get my internet fixed and I make a decision on how I wish to do the live stream and the vlogs, we are going to use this, at least for a little bit, and we'll make a decision on how we're going to proceed. So but a nice, clear, dry day. We're rolling along nice and easy, not really trying to rush, we're just rolling along. Get it there safely. Like I said, if I didn't have have to wait for that airbag to come in, we would have left Georgia Sunday afternoon. We would have gotten up here to North Dakota on Wednesday, made our delivery. We had a different load waiting for us that would have picked up Wednesday going down to Kansas, but because we couldn't make it, it fell off. We got another load picking up Monday after we deliver, which is going to be an agricultural trailer, which is going to be 12 foot wide, so an extra 2 feet wider than we are currently. We're basically going to overhang the left side and the right side of the trailer by about 21 inches. So that'll be a little bit more restricted on our permits, on what we can and can't do. We're going to have a bit more. We're going to have roads that are going to be defined on what roads we can take. We're going to have curfew times through certain cities. We're going to have curfew times of when I can and cannot drive. We may have detours onto roads that are not the main highway because of construction, because they just don't want a truck that's 12 foot wide there. You know, so we may not just have a straight run from Hawley, Minnesota, through Fargo, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, into Washington. We may not have just a straight run down the road on I-90. I am of the belief at this point in time, Idaho is going to be the place that will detour me the most. I mean, Idaho, because Minnesota in that area, you know, east of Fargo, North Dakota, is pretty open. It's farmland for the most part. Yeah, North Dakota on I-94, wide open. Montana, I-94, I-90. The only place in Montana that would be any real big issue for my width is going to be west of Missoula. Getting into the mountains, getting in, you know, then getting into Idaho. But like I said, the biggest issue is the construction that's going on, the road work that's going on in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, then into Post Falls, then into Spokane, Washington. Those are the three main points that I think there might be an issue as far as my width is concerned. Mainly for construction. Secondly, just the congestion on the highway. 12 foot wide puts me at a disadvantage for being able to see around myself. So it is a possibility that I might be detoured southbound out of Montana down towards I-84 and going through Boise, Idaho in the south of the state, which will take me up to Oregon, and then take me into Washington, which I-84 will come out near Ellensburg, Washington. And then we'll turn, we'll make a turn heading more over to, back over to Othello. From there, turn a little more westward. That's a possibility. Now, whether that happens or not, we'll see what the permits dictate. But being 12 foot wide is going to be the main determinant of that. We shouldn't be too tall. We should not be overweight. We should not be over length, I don't think. But as with anything, the individual states that we got to get the permits with should not, that's going to be the issue. We have an oversized permit for Minnesota. That's an annual permit, so that's already covered. We'll need a new permit for North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, and Washington, bare minimum. And if we get detoured southward into Idaho, down through Boise, Idaho, we'll also need one for Oregon. But we will see what actually happens. We may just get a pass through all the way straight to I-90 through all 4 states and just big boom. Which would be the easiest and fastest thing to do, but like I said, knowing there's construction in Coeur d'Alene, that's the number one thing that would make me think I might get detoured elsewhere. And until it actually does happen, it's pie in the sky. But we're going to concentrate on this load. We're not too worried about the next load. We're going to get this delivered. We'll get our check for the delivery cost. We'll get ourselves to the next load, pick that up, then order our permits, then go from there. But for the rest of the day, we're just going to enjoy the beautiful snowy countryside. And just roll down the road. Truck is running okay. Not having any real problems. I mean, the only problem I'm really having is the APU is not working properly. I think I'm having a filter issue. That's the problem. My truck, which is still in the shop, I had, I got that same kind of issue fixed, so it was running perfectly. Then, unfortunately, blowing it, having the transmission fail on me. Not been in my truck for 2 months now. I don't know when this APU was serviced, so now I'm having the same issue, so now I need to, hopefully when I get in here to into Othello and make that delivery, I want to see if they'll send me over to Yakima, Washington. There's a Thermo King shop in Yakima. Going to go over there, hopefully, Get the APU taken care of so it's running properly. That way I can cook again properly. I can run the APU at night, keep the engine warm when we're in the cold weather like this. When I need heat, bang, it's right there. Electricity, it's right there. When I need the air conditioner, it's right there. Because right now, as it stands, I have to run the main engine, and that's a pain in the neck because it always wants to turn off after like 2 minutes. So I have to constantly hit the gas pedal. To stop that shutdown process. You know, it is what it is. Excuse me. Freeport, Sauk Center, Moorhead. Stay apart, pull together. Ugh. Why can't people just be normal people nowadays? Whatever. Alright. Well, this is the rest of my day, just like this, up here to Fargo. Just about 150 miles. I will be doing a Sunday night dinner in approximately 7 hours. So I hope I see you there for dinner, and we will go from there. So I'm going to say thank you all for coming in. I do appreciate it. Joining for a little bit here in Minnesota, and we will see you later on tonight. Like I said, about 6 p.m. Central Time, which is just about 7 hours away, and we'll have a good little time doing some good old-fashioned truck cooking. God bless. Have a good day. Talk to you later.